Shida ya watu siku hizi, everybody sijui mumeogopeshwa, sijui even you gina, naona rudi uingie hii majenzi, nyinyi ndio the story of the future. Fight for your rights bwana, sio kukakaa hapo wakaa hapo mambo mali yenu ichukuliwe na nini, mumeitolea jasho. Msikubali, pambaneni, muhakikishe mumepata haki yenu. Mnasikia nyinyi? Sio kukaa hapo tu, kuna kitu inadumu. But everything is worth a fight for. If you don't fight for it, ikienda mtu asilie. Msimame mupiganie haki yenu. Na mko na hawa watoto wamebaki ambao wako tayari kupigania haki yao. Waungane pamoja nanyi. Can't just stand there and let people take your hard earned sweat. Dunia iendi namna hiyo. Muwe watu ambao hawataogopa, wataishi kama my friend. Ameenda detention, si alitoka na akaendelea na maisha. Hata nyinyi teteeni haki ze. Sio kukaa tu munaogopa. Kuogopa sasa ni sisi tutulie sisi. Ninyi ndio mko na nguvu ya kupambana na hiyo watu. But we are behind you. Muendelee namna hiyo. Good afternoon, church.
Good afternoon.
God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good and that is his nature.
Uta, Muigai times 2, Gina, and all of you. Our wider family, friends who have come to join us here today to bid farewell to a son, a brother, a cousin, an uncle, a father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. A man of all seasons. A man who, as everybody who has spoken before me has clearly indicated, every single person in this room or under this tent today, given an opportunity, will give you a story about Kibathi that will be completely different from the next person. Makes you wonder, are you talking about the same person? As we grew up, Kibathi was the older. And I remember when he refused mambo ya shule and decided, or let's say it was decided for him, that he was going to go to prisons. Before he progressed to go to Athi River, I remember when he was in committee. And he used to come and regale us with stories of how people are sorted out in committee. So we used to ask him, and you, have you been? And as you said, you never know whether Kibathi is lying or telling the truth. Yes, I was even there. I know. But he was a man who loved everybody equally. And he was always there for you. And I remember even when we were still in school, and others here who will remain nameless will know that when you needed somewhere to go, the first point of call was Kibathi's place. And I remember even when he met this beautiful girl here. Yes, it was wonderful. And I remember even some of us almost became persona non grata in Mr. Gige's house because we were the ones who were being accused of having led his daughter astray. But it wasn't a stray, because as you see, what a beautiful family she has managed to raise together with Bwana Kibathi. There are many things all of us can say, but I don't think there is a single member of our family who Kibathi did not touch in one way or another. Jame sitting here is the perfect example of the man who sort of became a kind of copyright of Kibathi. He was our generation Kibathi. The feasts of Kibathi that you have heard about, which some of us would see fly, but mainly in defense of his friends, were also inherited by Jame and etc. The love for cars, the love for everything, I mean, for life and for loving people. He managed to impart that in very, very, very many of us. So we're going to miss a brother, we're going to miss a friend, we're going to miss a man of all seasons, a man who lived life to its fullest, a man who lived it in accordance with his terms, not with anybody else's terms. He lived it according to his terms. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. And it is amazing that in the same way he lived his life, fast and furious, is the same way he left this life. Fast and furious. All of us were taken just by surprise. Nobody would ever have imagined that it happened. A completely healthy man, 1 second, and in very few minutes, he is with the Lord. So the way he lived is the way he died. We thank God that he did not suffer. We thank God that he went in peace. And for you who have been left behind, we are all there as a family for you. You have not been left alone. The entire family will be there for you as Kibathi was there for us. If there is anything any one of us can do for you, please never hesitate to ask. Never for a minute. And I must say I was very proud of that young man who introduced his larger clan of miners and committed himself to continue the fight that his father had started. Father was a warrior. Shida ya watu siku hizi, everybody ana sijui mumeogopeshwa, sijui even you gena, naona rudi uingie hii majenzi, nyinyi ndio the story of the future. Fight for your rights bwana. Sio kukakaa hapo wakaa hapo mambo mali yenu ichukuliwe na nini, mumeitolea jasho. Msikubali, pambaneni, muhakikishe mumepata haki yenu. Mnasikia nyinyi? Sio kukaa hapo tu. Kuna kitu inadumu. But everything is worth a fight for. If you don't fight for it, ikienda mtu asilie. Msimame mupiganie haki yenu. Na mko na hawa watoto wamebaki ambao wako tayari kupigania haki yao. Waungane pamoja nanyi. Can't just stand there and let people take your hard earned sweat. Dunia iendi namna hiyo. Muwe watu ambao hawataogopa, wataishi kama my friend. Ameenda detention, si alitoka na akaendelea na maisha. Hata nyinyi teteeni haki ze. Sio kukaa tu munaogopa. Kuogopa sasa ni sisi tutulie sisi. Ninyi ndio mko na nguvu ya kupambana na hii watu. But we are behind you. Muendelee namna hiyo. Mungu awabariki na walinde na pumzishe ndugu yetu, rafiki yetu Kibathi in eternal peace. And may your legacy live strong and long. And may we see it in your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren. God bless you all.
Rais wa hapo zamani Uhuru Kenyatta ameweza kuambia wanajenzi mwache uoga, msiogope tena yani. na ameshawaambia ako nyuma yenu, you have the support of former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So mkiamua kwenda on the streets, and then mpiganie haki za kwenu. If it is a freedom of expression, freedom of speech, enda mpiganie haki ya kwenu. Mkiona mambo mabaya yanafanyika kwenye nchi yenu, msikubali, because at the end of the day, ninyi mtabaki kwenye hii nchi na hamtakuja kwanza kulaumu wengine mkisema jamani sijui mlifanya. Nchi ikiharibika ni nyinyi Gen Z, ni nyinyi millennials. So what you are doing is definitely right. That is what the former president is definitely telling you. So jamani, kama ulikuwa umeingiza uoga, ulikuwa na kibaridi, go out in the streets. Rais wa hapo awali ashaongea, na hao ndio maneno ya kwake. Jamani, kumbukeni hapa ni AMK, yani hivi Media Kenya, kituo nambari 1 kinachokuletea habari zinapotukia. Sasa hivi wale ambao walikuwa wameanza kuuziwa uoga, sijui fanyeni hivi, ukikosa kufanya hivi sijui utafanyiwa nini, hiyo uoga tuache jamani. Inapotukia kwa ubora wake, je, wajua habari zinazotukia Eve Media Kenya ishafanyika. Every day different story.